Kadezagiba by one kiao. Uno hazu ye nyamgo. Do yomode. Let's go for a tina zu ye nyamgo. Sake blau et mo. Bawa ge tatina. Piyon punyo sie bai. Kaino pa o sa bai yo senyo wo jibe nyamu. Nyongo. Ena nyongo. Ena nyongo. Jibe nyamu. Ma bajra wa o. Ma ba baja o. Kiso do mu ya e. Kiso de yana no go. Diawo demo se aji. We the shall. You play cremazo. Ka sempisi awa plenge aka. Se ane puli angradio. Ka desactiva na utba mure. Ina na utba mure. Sake blawa giwa na utba mure.
Hello and welcome to the show here tonight. This is an open microphone. You see on there, we had a flyer out today that Mr. Fred Tarugoyan was supposed to be our special guest tonight, but I want to talk to we and out of a sudden, Fred called and then gave out the slot. Well, some people called and he said he's not going to get involved in this thing, so he left. He quit. He built out. Last minute time Fred Tarugoyan left. That he will continue the show tonight. The reason I do not like to put up flyers. The reason I do not like to put up flyers. You made up your mind, you call me, we put a flyer up, and then later on, you call it off. That is the main reason I do not like to put up flyer. So we'd like to say hi to Sister Josephine Campbell, Sophie Blamo, Annie Harold, and Comfort Bali, D. Wilson Bali Sr. Is it what's going on tonight? Quite busy. Yeah, we've been busy. Election time, people always be busy in our community. It's election time. But again, Fred Tarugoyan was supposed to come out tonight, and then he supposedly left. So tonight we got an open mic. What's on your mind? Call and say, you want a link? I'll give you the link. I can send you the link if you want a link. Anybody who want a link, call me, text me, I'll give you the link. Let's do an open mic tonight. We want to do an open mic tonight because the person who I was supposed to bring on tonight, last minute time, called and canceled the show. I think he said somebody called him or whatever. He was going to respond to what was said last night, and then all these things that are going on Facebook. He posting things on Facebook concerning Madam Idepoa. And Idepoa people came on last night, they bashing, they beat on him, they pounded on him, Fred William, and he could not sleep good. He got up and then he said, I got to respond to this. And then all of a sudden, I think the people who pound on him, who call on him, who punching and sucker punching, call him and wherever they said or wherever school they had over there. And one of the reports said, any Nigerian who wants genuine peace for our entire Jide community, diaspora communities, should say no to Idepoa. Is Idepoa or I thought Ide was a peaceful human being. I don't know. But Fred is singing the other wife. And then Zakwa came here to just Fred William, stop being a provocator in the Gita community. And then Fred said, Idepoa fermented the GGAA and GGAD crisis. And now the mastermind of the Minnesota fiasco. Peace is not in her DNA. These are Fred William's words. Peace is not in Idepoa DNA. Anywhere Idepoa put her hands, she scatter. It's a wahala. That's according to Fred William. You're watching me from Grand Jide County. Yes, that's Prince Gay. Thank you, Prince Harris Gay. Thank you for joining us from all the way Grand Jide. They're saying your national president in the United States of America, Idepoa, does not have a peace in your DNA. I don't know. Is that true? You tell me. Idepoa doesn't have a peace in your DNA. But let me give you some music while I settle some videos here and do some stuff here.
Oh, Tomai, here we, your can't, your mother, your man, Then Barney, I know one more blame, I'm over. Wow, to my channel, do I go? Barney, I know that I want to have a blame, mobile. So that was my. To my head, no, I do. You are rather to my wood, 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 you.
And one of the quarters after I call me, somebody called me today and said, well, we are set for Fred. We will come on your own show tonight. If he refused to accept calls, then we're going to have our own show too. I said, no, Fred said he won't allow me to open a line for people to call in. He will just not allow people to be disrespectful to him. And the person said, no, we were coming to call on him respectfully. He built our last minute of time. Why did he run away? I said, well, Fred said he met some people and they talked and then he said he should let it go. I don't know if he's going to be campaigning now in the dark or in the undercover dark campaign that he's going to do, but we want to know. Fred came on, Idipoa went on her, the people cornered Fred and Fred escaped. That's according to reliable sources and reliable information that we got. The GDA campaign is not easy. If you can stand the heat, do not touch the kitchen. This is it. He said, Idipoa fomented the GGAA and GGAD crisis, and now the mastermind of the Minnesota fiasco. Peace is not in her DNA. Ida does not have anything in her blood that talks about peace. That's according to Fred Tarugwenya, not me. You also saw it from his own page. Right there. His own page. Fred Tarugwenya. He wrote it yesterday at 7:13 p.m. Is there? The name right there. And let me see here. Then Gibson came behind. Fred, you are very adapted at looking for notice. Do you really think people are taking you serious anymore than you were before your sanctioning? Gibson asked a question. For you to say Madam Idipoa is not in the interest of peace is far from the truth. It's far from the truth. Madam Poor is the epitome of peace and unity. She's all for peace and unity. You will not be telling anyone if there is no peace in the GGA community. If you want to be noticed during this election process, you will try harder. Do not spoil your name any further than this. Oh well, Gibson Jeru came bad and came boxing on Fred Tarugwenya. He came hard on Gwen. Then Fred came on. He said, another big one. It is not easy to be a man. Then Fred said, Gibson Jeru, even at that, I'm a well-rounded and way better human being than you are. Oh, wow. Let me see what Gibson said here. He said, how are you rounded and a better human being than me? What factors that makes you better human being, Fred? Oh wow, that's Gibson Jeru right there. It's the Gibson Jeru and Fred Tarugwenya going at it because Fred apparently called Gibson Jeru Kennedy, said she has no peace in her DNA. Madam Idipoa is all about wahala. Everywhere she put her hands, there are wahala. That's according to Fred Tarubuya, not me. Not me. I'm just a messenger, man. I'm just a messenger trying to give you what Fred said, man. Fred said the Minnesota issue, the DA is in the Minnesota issue. She broke the camel back. She planned everything with Bobby Torre, Kamati Dian, Dusty Kine, Ellis Gay to remove Floyd George. That's according to Fred Tarubuya. Again, the microphone is open tonight, but we're not going to stay too much time here tonight. 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour, we're going to be out. I just have to say to my audience, I'm very sorry for the show today for cancer. I mean, the show is canceled. I don't know if we're going to postpone it or just reschedule. I don't know, but the show is canceled. The show is canceled. I'm not accepting calls. If you want to show your face, you accept tell me hi, I'll give you the invitation to come on. I am not accepting calls. Zuruye Nyamu, I will listen to this Kranga music. A jam. I liked it. He got it down, man. He got it down. The Kranga got his music down, man. It's down, it's going down.
Manam Swallow, Munambo, you're by Yakwa.
So what
That is like you are by 1 kiao. Uno Hazu Yamo. Though you're not it, let's go for Antina's Yamo.
Fred, when I built out on me last minute of time.
Sakabla, it won't go. Wow, get that dinner. On your slave by kind of house away, you're saying, no, would you let them? No, and I know, and I know, you ain't my background well,
oh, background well, on a track well,
it's so dumb.
Oh, fine, yeah, oh, breakfast. Yeah, I got music strong. Got a lot of parables upon parables.
Yeah, well, they won't say I did. Where with a shot? You play Clemenceau. Gas and PC, our friend Yaka. Say, I'm a fully radio.
On the top, that's it, man. I just give you a little piece of that one, man. Strong music from the Giddy land. The boys talking, the woman not going to market, the woman oil finny or lotion finny on a track guewa. But the man I nyawo man, so I have to speak the Kunabon. Kunabon the nyawo, and I'm correct, I'm missing. Or say Domui or Batra Gwen or say Boy Blay or Boy Kodi, man, say Koble or Boy Bonanea Kodi, man, or say Boy Blay Bonanea Kodi. Or say Bonanea Kodi. If anybody want to lend you can't give you 5 minutes, get out. 5 minutes. Open mic. 5 minutes. And you're not coming to can't station yet. You coming to can't tell the people say, oh, I move on the show because they say I'm gonna move on the show. No, you build out, period. You call, you plan it, fly one out, you build out. I have to tell my viewers. Last minute of time, you build out. Why are the people waiting for you? You give it. Mbly. The Kulambo will say, Mbly. The Chin will say, or play, or dip it, or play. Or blah, dear. Ugro, ye, or blah. Yeah. I sent a link to you. When you come and tell, oh, you didn't run away? The show was already 8 o'clock. What time is it now? 10 minutes to 9. Give it. You were cornered yesterday for what you said. We even say that's the man's right. This campaign should be civil. No man cause. Nobody going to pre-prophet key politics here. Why you say the man go put in that? They not say this thing like they should made that senator. I don't know where he coming from. That he think that the Mandingo people are not citizens of the land. He got to be on his mind to think so. The Mandingos are citizens of that land. They have the right to take part in any political and stuff in our country. You from Nima County, you can have right. Why would a Mandingo man who built Nima, who owned, you got the man, the Kio, the Mandingo, the Queen, the Crown, the Bassa, all the people that live in Nima there. But you got the guts to go say that. The vice president of the Republic of Liberia told him to go say that, to go and attack the Mandingos. Samuel Koga told him. Jeremiah took that was Jeremiah took him from jail. The free and the same boy, he put a man in the paper and bring him and cost him Mandingo. He insulted the Mandingo, he attacked the Mandingo, he threatened the Mandingos of freedom. They won't carry cussing the Mandingo people live. Anybody okay? So without cussing here, without going to cuss here, you got issue, you express it. Tomorrow I bring in JJ Dennis and Daniel Pine, JJ Dennis. They come in to debunk callings. You know, anytime Temo calling appear, JJ Dennis will come. Anytime Temo calling appear, JJ Dennis and Daniel Pine will come. I don't know I think Daniel Pine wouldn't Temo callings. I don't know JJ. I think JJ too already calling. But they had into the race rat. You know, you watch Tom and Jerry. The rat chasing the mouse. The cat chasing the mouse all around. The rat suffering. The cat suffering to catch the little rat. The little rat can enter and go over. So Kiamo comes. JJ Dennis comes. These guys are just Magabluku. They are all into the place like a Macalaw, like a whatever you call the thing. Wahala, carry people moving. The GGA politics is not easy. We are going to be having a grand debate here Sunday. Join us live. Isaac Nginawe versus Josephine Slew. Isaac Nginawe versus Josephine Slew. No, first will be and what do you call the lady name? Madam Brice Stevens, the treasurer, versus and Achi Mao. We're going to be taking about 1 hour on them. Do the question from the panelists for about 30 minutes. Open the line for another 30 minutes. After that, we'll go to the vice presidential candidates, Josephine Slew, Isaac Nginawe. 30 minutes, we open the line for people to call in respectfully too and ask those people questions. They want to leave you. They got to tell you why they want to leave you. Mr. Gwen, I see that you are in the back, but they're telling me your ISIS not connected. One of your devices is not connected. So you have to okay your microphone and you okay your phone. You okay your camera, you okay your microphone, then you're going to come on. But other than that, you're going to be in the middle. So that debate, and we need to tell the people. The people need to hear from you. Yesterday I went to the hall. Big hall. Even the people trying to taste the hall. Those decorators are big. And the DJ gotta be careful with the sound. Gotta stay in there. The sound gotta be all in there. So it's big. Get up and ride. We pray for peace. Anyway, we're going to have police on the ground. We need police on the ground, so we're going to have police on the ground, but we don't want no noise. We don't want no noise. We're
Madam Suaro, una boy, if you're the Emma,
stay around for us.
Can't exactly buy 1 kilo. Uno has we
As a phone,
let's go for a
going in and out of place. You want to protest? It's a legal right. They are a protest. But don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. Don't say, that's really cash. But you know, the crowd will let we can understand the crown war in the world, born in the world, the war, you know, rap for war. Wherever. Then we move on and go on to people that but they won't want to play stood on a stood. The Dow would do. I'm more door. Yeah. I'm more, yeah, than me. I'm going now. So it is different. That the kind of crime we learn. So the menage our crime. So don't get confused. So what am I speaking here for? And then what is speaking Kunambo for? So they think different. Walking with the old man and the old man speaking Kunambo was speaking Kunambo. But with the old man when speaking here was speaking here. Until one of the papa came from song and I play beyond to play that papa crank of fish up. The papa in the horse, the papa when you ready and say more bududi and kopuya. That mean go in the horse and bring me cup. The papa crank different and called bududi that in the horse. We say, damn the woman come confuse our crying. So, but Fred is here to explain why he built our last in the town. I don't know whoever told him not to appear. Probably his GGAD people told him, stay out of this politics, stay out of this camera, stay out of the spotlight. Mr. Gwen, welcome. You built out on me last time.
Thank you, Mr. Darba. Thank you. You're very interesting, man. But I like this song though. That song is a beautiful song. Is that
why you left? Why you left?
I said the song is that Pain Leno?
Yeah, the guy. He's the one singing.
Well, no, Prince, there's nothing special. I mean, it is true. I call you to set up the show because after I posted when I did the 2 posting last night, the firestorm was just too much, and people. I mean, all I said was, trying to, give a reason why I endorse a particular candidate, and I really didn't see anything wrong with it. But you see, I just tested the temperament of our people, and it all proved to me that what I was saying, it was even more right than wrong. Even on the show you had last night, my name was in that show like I was on. I mean, I watched the whole show.
But you call the people killing in here. You don't expect them to call your name.
I mean, so the firestorm. But
why you say there was no peace in either GDA when either first when either was elected or inauguration? Your CEO were put in a hole when you had your peace conference in the mall. I was there. Either call on the phone. So this woman who doing these things. Your name is on PA number 60, Pennsylvania list. You are there. Permanent, Madam Edith Water-Smith name is on our list. If you look at all around the country, people from the GGAD, I think only 5 or 6 of the GGAD members are not on the list. But then you're still seeing there is no piece in the latest DNA.
Well, I mean,
Even linking the woman with Minnesota Wahala.
we are on the list because we're trying. We know we can effect a change in the community. We know that. We tried with James Djibouti. James Djibouti winning, we had our fingerprint all over it. In fact, I think what happened in the hall that night in Minneapolis helped to push James Djibouti over the edge, and the reaction of the Kennedys at that time. But so when you see people registering GED members, they are grandchildren. The pusher is to get.
They are grandchildren. Nobody is saying they're not
Yeah,
grandchildren.
the
But
pusher.
then what the peace that you want now for us to sit on the table? Can't feel that is peace already in the community.
I mean,
If you
well,
look at a list of members, I got your list. You want me to publish it? Out of the list that I got, only 5 people named that I see on the list. I sit down in the morning and sometime and get up and look at the list.
Prince, there are actually people in this community that are certain names they hear, they're jittery. There are people, when they hear the name Fred Guerra, it's like they want to jump out of the skin. There are people, when they hear the name Levi Kind, they want to jump out of the skin.
Levi, nobody get down for Levi, man. Levi, yeah, why would you say people want to get John want to hear Levi?
What they hear,
you talking about viewer who can't David? You talking about Collins? You can't Levi. Why you take Levi? Levi, nobody get that for Levi from there. Do that thing.
So
you just trying to promote Levi, but nobody get private time with Levi.
The piece we're looking for is to
Levi
have.
was dancing with our sisters, our mothers in the hall that day. We're on the other side and bending our elbows.
Yeah, enjoyment. And when enjoyment time comes, I must say I've gone to event when when enjoyment time comes, we all go and dance, but it doesn't do anything for us still.
No, they brought Levi in the hall.
We both stand to lose thousands of dollars.
To bring someone in the hall with the music stop and they're playing the song and the man is dancing, coming Levi, all the men job on tea, on they are giningi yagi. He come inside dancing. But we no peace.
Our community stand to lose thousands of dollars of Prince if the kids go the way it.
My man, we're not going to discuss your case tonight, please.
No, I'm telling you. That's the reason why
you're talking about gay kids.
When we talk about peace, those are the things we're looking at. Because
the woman already wrote a lawyer for them to withdraw the case from the court. That's why we're going to stand.
Okay.
But AR letter, what you send me? That letter you send me, that AR letter. Why you get dotted that?
You said that
in the wall. Now one Cote d'Ivoire. What you talking about? And I just leave that bro down to America. I was in Cote d'Ivoire for almost 8 years.
AR letter. Okay. If
that letter looking fishy.
But anyway, let me just tell you this. I got a call from the president today, and that was gracious of her. I got a call. I got a call like around.
You excited?
Well, now you can't push me. I got a call. I got a call.
Bobby will come. The president call you when you come. I want to know how you felt.
I got a call like around. I was at work. She called me like around 10 o'clock this morning, and then we talked. We talked for long, and at some point in time, her mother even got on the phone. I'm not going to discuss what we talked.
But after the post were up.
Yes, after the post, everything. I call you this when you put the post up and everything. And so when we talk, we had a long discussion. Everything was relating to the community and what needs to happen and how it should happen and all of that. So after that discussion, we talked for almost like 45 minutes. And her mother came on the phone also. She talked. I talked to her. We spoke small crime. So after everything, I decided. I said, what? After this lengthy discussion, I would just hold off, all these the show tonight and see, because there are certain timeline that we set in our discussion. So instead of me mudding everything. I am a committed person. I know Edith. Edith and myself know each other more than everybody in this community. Edith myself got in this place in the 90s. I got here in almost 1991, and I met Edith here. And Edith, we all went on demonstration in New York against the child stealer regime. In fact, I remember they got being arrested at one point in time. So we did a lot of things together. And I told her how I felt. I told her why I made the decision that I made. And she told me how she felt. So I just thought it was not necessary for me to do this show tonight, because the show I was coming with, Prince, you thought what I wrote was harsh enough, but the show was going to go deeper than what I wrote, because, I felt that something needed to be done for this community to really come together. When I speak and you see former President Tim Collins, you see the president of USAA, or Francis Clark, and everybody jumping from India, from everywhere to come. It means a lot, in our political dispensation.
Why you not looking in the camera, Mr. Quinn?
Because it means a lot, So
you call Francis name and you're looking on the other
when the
side.
president, when a leader pick up the phone and call you, it means a lot also.
So that call that Eden made, cancel the show.
I just felt that it was not necessary again for me to come on at this time. It doesn't mean I'm not going to come on your show again. And I told her today, I still got 3 weeks to the election, 3 or 4 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, maybe 3 weeks or 2 weeks, I don't know, to the election. So we'll see what happens. How
you going to withdraw your endorsement for Gilmore, like James voted did?
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But there are certain things when they happen. I'm not going to do that. No. Before you give an endorsement, you have to think it through. I am just saying what I was bringing to this campaign, especially this show tonight, what it was going to do. It was going to be a firebrand. And I know a lot of
people coming to come at you too.
I know. Prince, I'm
you know they're not going to stay back. They'll go out, then they're going to come.
You know me, Prince. You know me. What else can I? The only thing I don't want
with their whole force.
I want us to
with all their might.
I want us to do. No, Prince. Just yesterday, an honorable man from this community endorsed Edith. Dr. Asaya, I don't know whether he's a doctor, but Mr. Asaya, Dr. Asaya, endorsed Edith. There was no firestorm. There was nobody said anything.
He endorsed Edith, and he did not go full blown on Gilmore. He endorsed Edith in the choir, but you endorse and you start saying the woman does not have DNA. The woman is the one who caused the problem in Minnesota.
When you endorse, you have to.
When you endorse, to watch you.
When you endorse, you have to get reason why you endorse. When you have to.
Why would you say that Edith does not have peace in her DNA? Edith, who will not have peace in her DNA, 10 GGA function?
Mr. Doba, I'm not.
In fact, the CEO of GGAD to her inaugural program and brought him in the house with a grand star. Everybody stopped. That my brother, I sure God got enter in the hall.
You something else. Those the question you asking and that if you were on the show, I was going to answer those questions. I'm not on the show. I just came to provide a clarification that you say I built on you.
But it still stands that you ran away from the show.
Who called you? Somebody called me. I'm going to tell you, nobody called me from
GA. Let me tell you, after the thing went on, they said I received almost 7 calls. Thank God, it didn't come. They wanted you to come.
But we're going to discuss. Look, please. Let have these civil discussions.
That's why nobody will come here on the show. Nobody will come here on the show, brother. And insult. No one will insult.
Somebody
if people start to insult, I will.
I'm a failure and this and that. I mean, those are all. Once you leave, you agree to get into politics.
President Guyan, you are president. You serve the community today. You are failure. Are you a failure? You're not a failure. I'm not going to take those things.
I still consider myself to be one of the successful presidents in the Grand Union. I can't. And what I've done,
today, say, trust me, we will. When I said they were coming to come after, we will.
That man, I know. I can't use that man fit. I just see you writing. I know. So
Do you have? I say you get piece of DNA. No, Fred got it. Fred got a little bit because Fred was the propounding thing with Dion Fred here, corner Fred, pounding on him. Fred is a peaceful guy. I want to give it to Fred.
I mean,
whether they like it or not, that's I gotta give Fred his flowers.
No, I mean,
if Fred were picking Gilmore, he would care people to quote. Fred did not sue.
Why you keep putting quoting on Gilmore? Who you talk to?
Gilmore carry somebody to court. He carried Marco V to court. And he told a lawyer to call the woman and warn the woman. If that was you were coming to. If you, Fred, were they were gonna. If you were Gilmore, how many people you sue?
No, but nobody was going to.
The court hotel will say, "My man will die with the lawsuit."
During my time, nobody actually went into my personal affairs. Nobody will come.
You're talking about Fred. They had a picture of you with somebody in a hotel, and this Fred is this for the other this that. All those things they said it about you. You got a very strong woman. Let me tell you. Anyway, your wife is very strong. She's a strong woman. She heard those things. Don't tell me a woman in here. She never took those things to heart. She knew our politics.
How would she understood that in politics,
I won't be president. They say, "Please don't get girlfriend outside." And I say, "I'm going to court." Huh?
That's what you're not.
Donald Trump here. One president, Maya Macron or whatever, no, the beginning for Canada. When you hold Donald Trump woman, they say the beginning, Donald Trump's son loaded the beginning.
No, but Prince.
Why Donald Trump put sanction on the beginning?
I think the president called today. There are a lot of things, and that's what sometimes we need those kind of things in our community. And those are some things I can do. Like when I put out the first letter, and you said, "Well, AI," didn't I call you? I call Gibson Jerry. Because sometimes the phone, even when I was president, just one phone call to.
No, the first letter I didn't say what AI, but the second letter, when I letter, AI letter. What is dot on the letter?
No, because
letter was temper with man. It rain out there when you open the letter.
No, the letter because those are code documents. They don't want you to print them, so I have to.
When I receive letter from the code for.
No, those particular ones, they are in the dockets. They are records for the court, so they are not. I got it from the docket, so I go into the docket and see the thing. So when I take it out, it means I gotta move all that to my print because I'm not supposed to print it. So, but Prince, I'll show you how to go find the thing. The whole information is there. Take your time. You're a journalist. Well, do some investigative work.
Man, I'm gonna waste my time behind your kids.
Okay.
Well, you got Jeremiah Shaw coming talking different thing, talking different thing, and the lawyer talking different thing.
Jerry is his own man. He knows what he's doing. I mean, Jerry name is on the kids.
The guy kept calling me on that double. No, calling me on something American man.
But Jerry speaks serious, so you call it.
Yeah,
but at the community, look, somebody wrote today say all the former leaders should stay out of these things and be advisors. So I said, well.
So I mean, you listen to the old man got there, Madam Poor, old man got there and said, "Look, Fred."
I did not tell you what she said, so you can't.
Look, I'm thinking to myself. What you acting? I was in your conversation. I went out there. The old man got there and said, "Oh, Fred, leave my daughter here."
No, she didn't say that.
Leave my daughter and let the campaign business finish with, and stop it, Fred. And you're people that how you're looking. You get a Minnesota people that how they looking. How you're looking. You're listening to what?
No, the Oma is my mother. I mean, I know her since.
You been knowing her for long?
Yeah.
But what did she really say to you?
I'm not going to disclose. I just told you.
You sure you're not going to tell us tonight?
No.
You don't need to go in depth. You don't need to go in
we had a private conversation.
Just came on there and just gave her a little summary of
what like a mother. She spoke like the way I'm a mom was going. Oh yeah, how your mother going to speak to you when there's crisis? She spoke like a mother. So, and I value that. I'm not going to. So my mom, not a woman, a lady. My mom not going to come and talk to me, and I still say no. So hey, like I said, there are 3 weeks to the election. What was done has already passed. My endorsement gone. how I
You're
campaign,
not going to campaign. That's why you
how I
agree on.
campaign, how I, apparently my campaigning style, a lot of people don't like it. They think that it's the too,
But would you not campaign again? Campaign start for you?
no, I still have to campaign for government. And we still have 3 weeks for election.
So you just go now because the old man talked to you. Your campaign, they say, were brutal. You go and say things. You hurt the lady's feelings.
But you are a journalist. What I
You
said,
hurt the lady's feelings. That's what I said.
what I wrote, anything happened, was it wrong?
No,
What I
but
wrote?
that one where you said, look, where and in her DNA, I don't want to believe that.
Okay. But
I don't want to believe that.
that's campaign.
Either might have a fault, but a little weakness or whatever. But that then no peace in your DNA. No. I don't know. Either don't like noise. When grandma coming, either is key, she want to solve it right there.
So you say James Bolo took his endorsement back?
He withdrew it. He said he got his children all the corners.
Well,
He said children divided, so he not here to hurt. He would say he not here to hurt any of the children feelings at the end. He said, but I will vote for Joseph.
You see, that's how your children is supposed to go. If I was still in that mood of the same time I did, the whole place filled. Everybody ready,
nobody play fake. You got 50. Some more people watching tonight. So some more people to gather and listen to Fred when I'm speaking.
Okay.
You're coming to come brutal and eat it.
You just making sure nobody call you and say they're gonna king or gonna be.
You want me to show phone my caller ID or whatever? They were coming after you. After you come, they wanted to get another slot. They're coming on you tomorrow. So now I told them no. I said, what's the guy they coming? JJ Denny, Akia Bobo, JJ Denny, Daniel Pan.
Yeah.
Coming tomorrow.
Okay, yeah. You see the 2 advisors, they can jump on the advisor. I mean, I'm just a person who.
Nobody advisors not. They didn't go on either the way you went home.
Also, the advisors are more quiet than me. I'm too much. That's what you saying?
You went on the woman. You said the woman, you got no peace in your nothing peaceful in the woman's spirit. The woman being a fussy woman all her life.
No, I didn't say that. I said that there's no peace in your DNA. I didn't say your fussy all life.
I didn't say that.
You're not gonna put words in my mouth. No, I didn't say that. No. But anyway, like I said, her call, to me meant a lot. I mean, we'll discuss. Then it's okay. I'm a president. You have to do more, for peace in this community. She understood where I was coming from. I understood where she was coming from. So let's leave it at that. I will be the same Fred Guian, and I will. My candidate is in this race. I have to do what I have to do to make sure he wins, because I still believe he's gonna bring peace to this community.
Did she cry? Did she cry on the phone?
Have you seen her cry?
I mean, I don't know. Did she cry?
A strong woman. It is a strong woman. I mean, it is like me. It can take anything. I think so. It is like me.
So she did not cry.
No, Prince. I am not going to disclose what we discussed. That's a private discussion between the president and myself.
You do that, you will be charged with treason. You know that?
Why?
The president will charge you with treason.
Why?
If you come and tell the secret, the conversation tonight.
I know. I'm well learned to know that when somebody call you, I can't come in and say, "Oh, the president called me." No. All I need to tell you is I got a call from the president. Maybe she's gonna come on your show, and then she will, our own violation, she's gonna disclose what she told me. And if she tell you what she told me, I'm not gonna come and say, "Oh no, she lied or this and that." No. She tell what she told me. That's what she told me.
But I mean, you listen to the old man, so that's a good thing.
Oh yeah, I know that the woman is a very good woman. I mean, I know her for, and you know, and she even told me a funny story how when we were in Dallas, you know, when she saw my mother, she didn't know my mother then, so she saw my mother, you know, two old people, and she tried to recruit my mom to vote for them. So my mom said, "Oh, but my son, my son running against it."
My son running.
So I told her, I said, during the Glay and Mato Kana thing, I didn't know my mom was supporting Mato Kana. I want to pick her in the morning to go vote because that time I was the convention chair and I was almost a CEO also Glay. And then I go pick up my mom. I see her in Mato Kana t-shirt. So I just told her, I said, "Ma, I just want to speak to you." And then I was leaving. Then she laughed. She said, "No, you can't speak to me. You can't pick me or go for because you see me with Mato Kana. Why you won't leave me? You can't hear me." You know? So look, Prince, we don't have too many other folks left with us. So the few that left, when they speak, we have to listen. We don't have too many. You know, we came before. We had too many. Our elder council ones. Right now, if the devil, we don't have no elder. I think the woman and the woman Eddie Jones and man are just passed. We'll start looking at, you know, Mr. Body them now, Mr.
Are you on the Error Council now? You reach there.
Yeah. So the few that we have,
Austin, May, Jane, Djibouti, all of your Error Council right now.
The few that we have to listen to them, and I think it makes, you know, a mother cannot come.
Let me call the president. Ask her what you discuss.
Yeah, the mother can come and you talk, then you. So me, I just don't want you to say, "Oh, Fred, build out on me." Somebody.
No, you build out. That you log it and put it on the hairline.
Yeah, GAD people call him. No, GAD people did not call me.
The man was called by
yeah.
some of the GAD people want you to come back and come hard.
No, they kept me.
You're coming with Thelma Collins on your name last night, and they said go hard on him. Go on Collins.
Yeah, well, somebody right. Somebody said they wrote you a letter. You have not released that letter yet. So
wrote who a letter?
They send you open letter. You know who I'm talking about?
I don't know.
See, Meta Collins did not send you a letter. Chris.
Oh, okay. He sent me. I thought he sent a letter for me to read. I don't go publish it. I'm not a publisher. I don't publish people letter.
So you know, you invite the man on your show. Maybe
you want to come? I'm sure you gotta tell me. Right now, we're talking campaign team. I'm talking about Minnesota. I think we're tired with.
Oh, the whole letter. Yeah, I mean the whole letter.
I mean the man talking about the fiasco in Minnesota. I read half of it.
Yeah.
The man talking about Minnesota team. I saw that man. I mean, when they come Minnesota town, the town where they had a kids out and time you know, they all over the place.
Yeah.
I don't know if he lived in Minnesota before. And the part about all these guys resemble, they Collins, they are all the look alike. So they confused me. I saw Yonto, I saw the other guy.
He and Yonto, they look there. He and Chris and Yonto are always mixing them up.
Yeah, I get confused with the guys.
Yeah, Chris and Yonto are always mixing them up. But Chris is a good writer.
You have Isa and Jacob.
No, the other two by here. And then by I see that calling.
Yeah, the guy they keep confusing over.
Yeah.
They call it Fede Collins.
Yeah, Philip Collins. He moved. I think he moved. He left from here. Yeah, but
thank you for coming out here.
Do what you do. You know,
they say you preach peace. That's from Emilio and Puro de Yabe. She said all past leaders should have preach peaceful message to those both candidates. But no, the both sides.
Further, I'm now the first. I'm the last year to endorse. So I don't even know how everybody turning their lights for me.
No, when Daniel Pine came on, it was tough on Pine too. When Collins came on, it was tough on Collins. Yeah, but Collins, the reason I just told you the reason they got endorsed, they did not denigrate or criticize the other people. I shouldn't use denigrate, criticize the other people. They endorsed and gave reason why they endorsed him. They didn't say somebody didn't have peace in it. How will you say somebody get peace in the DNA? Is he from the Taliban neighborhood?
Yeah, look at that. Even when I endorsed the first time, people were still on the show. The first time when I started betting, I only say Otabil will bring peace to this community. People were still on the show.
No, the day you endorsed, you said it.
Yeah.
You said that the woman don't have peace in you. You said it on the show. You want me to play it?
No, I didn't say that.
You said it. But you see the other lady, what they call Ruth Bodo and her sister. They put the people together. Then from there, then they endorsed. They did not go against or go harsh on the person who didn't want. Well, when I in the case of Fred Goyen,
endorsement, man. You have to state the reason
Bobby
why.
Kim or give Bobby Kim on and harsh on Gilmore.
The people not educated and they did. First of all, you endorse people first for you. Why are you going to endorse somebody who not educated, who this and that?
No, I mean, I call Bobby, you and Bobby, so you went down harsh.
No.
Bobby, you said the woman does not have, the woman is the cause for the whole problem in Minnesota, the whole Minnesota fiasco. You put a woman, you blend the woman with a kid. The Minnesota people who think it in, you put it in on eat it.
Yeah,
so should we put the thing on YouTube because one time on
the investigations upon investigation.
The investigation, man.
We send the bull. The bull went.
You know, the already decided you and Daniel Pine were already in cahoots to take on
it. We went through you see today what they ordered President Trump. He just grabbed people from in the country and send them to Cambodia or whatever you're sending them, New Zealand or whatever he's sending them. You gotta give people due process. You have to. You know, believe in a democracy. We can't just grab somebody and say, "Oh, I'm sending you to where I want to send you." No. So the due process, you know, and that's what, like me, all I cried for in this community was due process. Your board refused.
Well, nobody told you to vote for due process. You refused, right?
But again, you can't suspend me.
You refuse to go for due process.
Yeah, because you want to suspend me and before due process. No, that's not the rules. You can't jail me for
I even spoke to you that last call me the conversation we had.
Prince, I stood for the Constitution, and today, you know, it is what it is. But
you want us to strap the whole Constitution.
Constitution says, you know, investigate and reprimand. You didn't say reprimand and investigate.
The sister won't be president of the state. She said the day I won't be, I decide to the day.
Who?
He said that the day I decide to run for GGA president, I will be brutal in my CC voice. Now your sister from all the way Pennsylvania, Antoinette Gallo. So I mean, I think Edith is bringing up some females. When she leaves, she's gonna put another female there. I think.
No, we
got women in the here. We don't hear too much wahala, man.
Only women in this
too much kata. But when the men get it, the kata can be too much.
Because men love beating chest.
Yeah.
Madokana was president. Nobody helped him. You know. In fact, when I came in this country in the early 90s, Madokana had chair of the board of directors. I think she was pregnant. And when I won't speak, everybody was quiet. Every time she spoke, people were quiet. You know.
What do you think about the current bull?
I thank you. Who the chairman again, sir?
You don't know your board chairman?
The chairman endorsed either, right?
He did not endorse either.
Chairman.
Well, you don't know the board chairman, and they say he endorsed it.
From Omega Kara to Ulu Kara, so about two brothers. Family people that.
No, they're not brothers. Omega is Kane and Udu is Kunembo.
Okay.
Yeah, you have B going on.
Hey, my man, I just told you, money not going on, money is going on.
Man, you guys, you the scorer and B going is a witchcraft.
Yeah. No, hey, what we call
that Kane man, and then Udu is Kunembo. You know, Omega, they took Omega to be Kunembo all along.
Yeah, I mean,
we went to Iowa, and then the police came. When the police came, and then somebody said, the Kunembo guy called the police. Then one woman there said, "Oh boy, I'll call you. He's not a Kunembo man. He's a cunning man. Then one other cunning guy was there. He said, no, we don't want him. You're taking. I said, people say, they motel Omega Kala, they couldn't open that way, came back to cunning. So Ibrahim Ba, Ibrahim Ba from Minnesota, are you? From I don't know them both here. Anthony Urick, man, Urick. They all watch.
Yeah, I mean, so it is what it is, man. Hopefully the community will be.
The community will be peace. The community was peaceful, quietly moving on until Fred came.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they say Fred just lay knee.
Just recently when I endorsed, so I was not
Fred just lay knee. Fred, where you? Fred, where are you?
No, people. No, Prince is the opposite. There are people who love my name. Every time they see me, but they see me in public, they add everything nice. Though I know a particular guy who keep writing here tonight. When he sees me in public. It's like,
who did it about it?
No, I never met Today about it. Maybe I met.
Say he met you. I think in Kansas or somewhere. He met you somewhere. He said.
No, there's a
you shook your hand or your talk.
Yeah, I mean, no. I mean, people you see him play the thing is fine, but on his high behind the pen and a little small iPhone.
What a big this is free land. We can see they don't really hit you.
They have behind the iPhone 3.
They have different view of things. I don't think they hit you.
No, I mean, my man, you know me. I'm cool with everyone. I mean,
yeah, everybody cool with you too, including me. I'm cool with you. I'm cool with you.
It just people try to take him. Look at Bobby Tory. Bobby taking it like I took something away from him. I mean, ready?
You trying to question the man authority and say something from you?
You endorse. I endorse. No,
you don't want to legitimize the man's leadership. You think is overthrow is illegal, and then you expect the man to be calm with you.
I'm one person though.
No, but he criticized the man, so he.
I don't live in Minneapolis, so what I say doesn't matter. But
you got your voice. You got people. You got members in Minneapolis. You got Muna Bartali from the time you spoke. I mean, Muna Cooper, Big Cooper. When you spoke, now Muna Cooper went on the other side.
Okay. They should just try to fix that thing, man.
Who?
Minnesota people. I saw.
Either set up some committee and they dead. They investigating, and then you still saying she caused the problem. Who caused the problem and then set up committee?
No, the way she endorsed the leadership first. That's to me.
But the people sent a letter to her and they said this. We got new leaders, and she did it. And then later on, the thing came and she said, "Okay, hold on, let us investigate." Then you go in.
Okay.
And he's still
then Bobby running around should be put on hold, yeah.
But she can't go say, Bobby, stop running around. She's investigating. She told the two groups. They've been calling both groups to come in for questioning. She's not going to.
Please, the whole removal and a whole lot of things in the community. If Minnesota was just an isolated case, then we'll say, but you have a whole union where the 15th chapter, all the presidents have overstayed. All of them. Maybe your state, I don't know, Kentucky. Who's the president? Muna Waredi?
Muna came one time. She said she want to give it off. I think 2 times. And we told her, Muna, no, stay. So the people say stay, you stay. It's not like overstay.
So when something happen and somebody feel that they have the chance, they move on. Because it's the man keeps saying, he keep giving them, and people say no, you should stay.
No, Muna came in the meeting, like this.
The timing of this thing with election.
Muna came to this meeting and she said she's going to appoint an election commission. So she's supposed to appoint an election commission in our next meeting because we gave her 1 year to stay, and she said she's tired. She's on VP, so now we're going to have election. The time they got nothing to do, they can even have election in the state tomorrow, or they come in Saturday and come to the convention. Why are you trying to blame anything with the convention?
Is it that?
They got nothing to do with the convention. We had new leader before we went to convention before in the community.
The way it was done, if they had
my election, when we had the election, I think few months later we went for convention.
Well, if they are going to the battle box to have election, nobody will complain. But you can't force it to move somebody who have already registered, 20%, 29%, 30%.
So the other 40 people who are on the other side should be, the right should be infringed on.
No.
I said that $120. Some group are saying that the $120 were too much. They could not afford it.
Yeah, but once
and 20 people
pay,
register with $129, you got 40 people on the side. You got 20 people. These 40 people can remove you. You know that? The numbers now. So that was the compromise. The
so
brothers should
like then
compromise with the group.
If who want to pay $10, they remove the president.
Yeah, first they came out, they were just pay something and they said, let's just pay $10 and move on. And then right there, they start collecting money and pay the sitting fee.
So how do you know the 40%? They are all people. Because once you said it on your show that the $10 is free for everybody. So how do you know the other people they didn't just join and pay the $10? How you know that they were all for $10 and they all who have voted to remove it? How you know that?
No, listen now. When the thing started, I was called upon to come on shows. And I told them, I said, no, you need to sit with the man, discuss with the man. Because when you come on the show, these are questions and things will be asking you. You talk to the man. You got to go and sit with the man.
Yeah.
Talk to the man. And to tell the man, say, reduce the money. We did it in our state. Our president said $120. We told the president, no, Madam President, please reduce the money. And she understood it and brought it to $50. Iowa, the president was live. Madam Susanna waited up. Everybody will pay $120. Even that meeting, we had one meeting, national meeting, Iowa men and like Prince Vlad and other people were calling. They said they put charging up plenty and they say, y'all go back to your president and go talking. And when they went to the general meeting, they saw a reason to pay $35. So that's what we expected Floyd to do. But he said that the board and the executive made that decision. How would the board and executive make decision on behalf of everybody, Fred? The board and executive can't go and sit down and say, everybody going to pay $120. They can't do that. The body should make that because the body is the one who's going to get the money.
Yeah, so the body,
$50 opinion, the $50 opinion, when we take out $10, it go to our national, the $40 go in our account, it benefit. When we come to say, we pay $20.
Prince,
the reason we pay $50 is that because
the Constitution outlines steps to take. There are things that they are fully local and there are things that they are national. So once you start crossing that national threshold, the next place you want to look is the national. And come at the other than you can go to say, look, we have this problem, and our president is not, listening to us, and we have election coming. You can complain. To save everybody the headache that we have right now, but the chest beating and people want to prove that they can do something, to you and nothing gonna come out of it. I still have the recordings from the board meeting that Bouillon had. I still have it on this phone I'm using. If you listen to that recording, you'll see that Bouillon are looking for people who gonna vote impeachment. He wasn't listening to everybody.
No, who listened to everybody? I listened in on that meeting from start to end. Everybody made a view. They voted.
So I should bring that recording.
I can tell you who all voted no and who all.
So we can play it on your show.
Yes, it was plenty, but I don't. I listened to it.
Can we bring that recording back and play it? Can I send it to you?
If you want, we can find it and play it.
No, I
listen in on it.
I haven't.
I listen in on it.
You guys was not given the chance. I can't name about 10 board members.
You guys voted no. People voted no. People voted no.
When I'm making their cases. Yes. When I'm making their cases.
Yeah.
So it's something we can run a community in this way. Now everybody running around, oh, Fred took our money and this and that. Are you kidding me? It is what it is. But anyway, the level will come one day, and we all know we'll go back into
the Minnesota issue. There's a need. There's a Arab kind of spring going on. That's what with Nime we want to term Minnesota spring.
He said Arab spring.
Yeah, they are moving.
So they're setting after every 4 or 5 years something can happen.
No, what happened in Minnesota? We saw it in Texas, and we saw it in Indiana, and we saw it in Virginia. These states has
who is it? Valaku or Cabo? Where is he from?
He's from Iowa.
Oh.
He knows you. He used to be the Liberian community president in
Palabo know me.
In Iowa. You know, you know, you need to go to Iowa. The man was your GGAD program that night when I was there videotaping. I saw him there. And the spring is going on. Even I heard that Illinois.
Been sitting, the president been sitting there forever, right? Now the VP,
Illinois got a new leader. That's what I heard. So these people moving the people. If you can spend there, you can spend that too much.
no, nobody's saying that the president should stay.
That's too much.
But
And
you
what they did to the guy in Dallas, the moment you have to be removed today.
You can't condone it. Then when when you like it, then when you don't like it, then you take action. That's you know they
The
condone.
guy in Texas, Stephen Nene. He said no. They said, my man, you have to be removed today. And the guy said, well, you take your thing. I'm not going to say I'm coming to stay in your way, but the way you're doing, it's not right. It's not legal. And he was glad, but he stood his ground. But at the end, they moved him, and he's supposed to turn over the people things and move on. In Indiana, you got a new president and interim leader, Edward Emmanuel Teddy or something like that, but he's there. You got a new president, economist, and you're in Morel want to put a man there. So start. The man in Morel to put a guy there. So, friend, they say that I had over to Kwame Kramer, what Kwame Kramer. The mail all the country they told the man, no come by and finish watching Kolomo in Morel on the pool.
Well, but Kolomo was not the president, so
no, but you were not there when the day they put you don't know, you can't have in Indiana, you got interim president there asking me what.
Yeah. No, but the national whoever becomes.
I don't know where Teresa not take Kolomo Zina. Because but Teresa went there straight.
Yeah. No, but
I mean, you can't have a president stay that much long.
Yeah, but
then you stay that long now, you can't
you just condoning your president. You say because she come to you and say she won't leave. And you're
no, but friend, it's different. It's like voting for her. She came, she said, my time expired. And then when we went in that meeting, we said, Madam President, can you stay for 6 months?
The president can only stay 4 years, please.
Listen, but we the one, the body of the people, say, Madam President, can you stay? Listen, so what you're going to do is she'll leave the organization, she'll leave the leadership like that, with a leadership of all like that. She had to put somebody in place. The president came, and the people said, Madam President, can you spend 6 more months?
And I took it for another year.
And then we say, okay. Then after the 6 months, she came. Now, just Sunday, she said the next meeting I'm tired, we'll have an election commission. If you ain't take the thing there, I will give it to the board for the board to take it.
That's right.
So that's what she said. So it's not like grabbing onto something. You can't call election commission. Look, when it's not nothing in there said everybody got to agree for you to call election commission, right? The Constitution say after your time you must appoint an election commission. When my time expired, I appointed Teresa Joey and Jomasi Jolo and somebody to serve on the election commission. I don't go come into the body and say
so because she coming to her, it means you're saying that she doesn't want to leave. She's just making it sound like she want to leave. Then
who?
So because she coming to the body, making it sound like she doesn't actually want to leave.
The lady coming, she says she's appointing election commission in the next meeting.
Okay.
That's what she told us. She said in the next meeting I will appoint election commission.
You see all the coups that
I'm coming to ask you to come. I'm tired. So the next meeting I will appoint election commission.
She see all the coups that are happening, so she doesn't want.
She said it anyway. She said I don't want no overthrowing here. So
I better print over there on your low.
No, but I can't overthrow Muna. I can't do that. She put a community together. She put our state together. She's been doing a lot of good job. Floor 2 did a lot of good work over there. At a certain stage, you have to leave the dancing stage. Though. When you reach there, certain times you have to leave the dancing stage.
Start happening all over the GGA University.
You have to leave the dancing stage at certain time.
Yeah. I
When
mean,
it's snow in Minnesota, why are the people getting hot area and then people it gets snow in your own town in Minnesota there?
and I want you to run away from that.
And when I left that place because at a certain time, my man, my hand used to be burning, man.
It's snow in Minnesota again.
I'm saying that snow there. Well, I think what down to 2000,
I want to go over
2001, 2002, my man, it snowed up to June.
What?
Yes. It snowed June 1st in Minneapolis. I mean, a real snowstorm.
So all your guests, audience, the people that came and watch.
Yeah, my audience know that you built out last video time. You say you receive some phone calls and you build out. That's normal. You listen, at least you listen to the old man. And thank God, I don't know where was that old man long since, man. She been around here long since.
You're okay. No, man, been living here, yeah. I don't mind. Almost
man, it is your prayer. She's a prayer woman, so.
But I think the president call was even more.
Because Mama Titi would have won. Mama, I would want go namu nine but try.
Ah, listen, an older person.
No, I say, oh, Mama, I would want go namu nine but try.
The only thing I can do, and
no,
that's but I understand what you saying. You want me to speak with them all?
I thought I want to change and speak.
You all right? I'm versatile. You see me thinking in Kunamo when Timo Collins say, I ain't no crime at the first election, or you're not here.
Eh?
You're not in Providence when Timo Collins say, fuck, I ain't living in Israel. So I said, all right, oh man, saying you live in Israel and I live there, that trial said, so I sang one song in Kunamo. So the man who lives in Israel could not even say hello in crime. So then, so you're not to that election 2011?
You went more in 1978, right?
No, I went more in 1973.
Look at that. That's a long time. You don't know. You get ones where you a few days, right? From 73 and you went grand, you there 2024. What? That's a
no, I went there in 1985. I from high school. What are you talking about?
You went there 85?
Yeah, I was there for maybe 10 days.
Wow. You still knew those areas.
I went there 86.
And when you went by the few times, you knew some of those areas.
No, when I went back to dedicated market building, that's when I actually learned some area. I mean, I only know the straight road in Surgery. Well, I don't know where Kuda Papa, all the places I know. When I went to Surgery in 1986, I didn't even stay long. I was just there, you know.
Actually, Mao said, "I'm watching for more coups after the election."
Who they go? Oh, I know Archie Mao. I think he was the
Mao.
guy.
You know, I thought Archie Mao was a Portugal.
No,
I didn't know he was a Chinga.
Yeah,
I get to know that he's a Chinga to either something when he starts speaking Chin. And
I think it was oh no, the other guy Archie White. He was at the in Minnesota when nothing was going on. He was making video. Archie, I think it's near Archie White, Archie Mao.
Yeah, Archie Mao is a I think he's a treasurer on the ticket, one of those tickets.
Oh, he's a candidate. Okay.
Yeah, one of the candidates. I said, "Who's the guy? This is where you take the Putu guy from." Then the guy's laugh.
Yeah.
Say, but anyway, my man. I know he's saying, but some gonna hear where he's saying coming from. You know, you only got 2,000 chin down there. Come up and so every time come time.
You funny? How about Perizon? How about
then at that time they established after the Civil War.
How about you funny? The guy Penu, the guy Kumantan. From the door when inside now, we got two sections. We got door when then we got chance on it.
Yeah, they'll get chairman on it all.
Yeah, no, there two chairman on and chairman here. Oh, what you laughing
for?
So our side, we on the other side, where the growing people, you know, by the south, the Dubai River.
Yeah.
So you got Bodu, you got Penu.
But then in Jarata, why you only you say I'm Kumabrio, I'm Zebrio?
Because the bulk of the people out there. Yeah, the bulk of the people out in Jarata from the 2 towns.
Damn, man. If people will get on and stay rain from the Charlie Town Hall there on the stair, I'm a Kumabri guy. I don't try again with my brain because
man to that sort of from I think Kunimbo, you know, from
the man from Pola.
Yeah, Charlottetown was from, I think, Bible
No, I
Town.
said, oh, Papi was staying, Papi said that Gria, Papi, your uncle, Peter Goyan. You know, and that to your play, I saw the first play I watched, they were the DV video. It was your place. Then from there, one the curve in St. Town there. We watched Idi Amin, 1983, Idi Amin. We're beginning that day, we ran in, Papi Peter. I think you the one put a video, the decks on, and then I remember the thing because you're much older than me, so you turn, you forget. I still remember those things. And you put a deep that only you the one who put the thing on. So we sat down there and we were waiting for you to come and put the thing on. I mean 1983 to put the thing on. So we can watch the Idi Amin Adada. That was brutal, man.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I remember, but
yeah, but Fred, I mean it is what it is. You now you and Ide you can sit down there with Menye now and bring in Mr. Yubote and bring in Mr. and Collins and Daniel Pine. You can sit there, but you should not bring JJ Dene on your please. JJ Dene from the section part. You're not bringing there.
Man, you just they might be on a show tomorrow, so just get ready for it. But the issue in the community here, we will have time to discuss it.
We'll discuss those things. Just have to stay already hash wars now. You don't be using hash war on the people Kennedy and some of those who using hash wars on my sister Josephine and Gilmore. You need to slow down those things and
so everybody. You don't want another group voting and say, "Oh, first." So look, when people want you to vote for you, and for me, the 2 terms I ran, the 3 times I ran, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for a victory where at least I would say I have a whole group of people that actually wanted me. And we saw it from my inauguration, the first convention in Virginia. That was a convention where, in fact, the ULA president, the ULA people that were at that convention, it was like, and then from that, we're planning for Ohio, thinking that Ohio we're going to make more than 100,000 in Ohio because Ohio is centralized and our election convention, and we were very strategic in picking Ohio because we thought everybody could get to Ohio with ease, besides people who are coming from, the west side, like, Arizona, Phoenix, and all those areas, but it didn't work out. The noise came, and we all went our separate ways. But it's not late. It's not late for the Auckland. I just want us to encourage young people, like people that Gilman then too, when they come, not to scare them away, because we need these people now. They take over to lead this union. The older people, we all, once you start heading towards 60, passing 55, man, the next thing you're looking at your retirement benefit. Well, you even get anything to retire on, and if you have it, you start thinking about where you're gonna live. Because we've seen now, a lot of us cannot retire. You retire, man, you work until you're 80 years old. Because the low money they're giving you, even your house is paid for, you still have to pay taxes. You have to pay a whole lot of things. So there are a whole lot of things we, the older generation, we start looking at. So the younger people that have time in the mid 40s, we have to start encouraging them so they can look at, as a you're gonna die. Our old timer here, who playing on the old timer now? That's still young people. We that started the old timer order, or we can't even run from here there. So we started encouraging. I remember there was an election. They wanted me to run. I told them, I said no. Let's bring a young guy in, so that because another older person will leave or there, so at least that the young guy be the VP to this older guy. So that by the time this guy leaves, and you didn't have his son. I don't know how old where he is, but I think where his son. As a young guy who could jump in if she does win. I'm not sure whether she's gonna win this election, but he's a young guy too who could be a force if he. I don't know whether he have those aspirations to be president. Because some people just like to be.
You know that they're extending. If we come here, they're going to make it 3 years instead of 2.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to start with. Oh, okay. So it's starting. Anyway,
after but win the election at 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. Okay. I mean, I think.
And you get when they serve 2 terms. That's 6 years.
I think it's a long time, though.
4 years. I think like 3 years okay because by the time you win and you do all the running around 1 year now finish.
Yeah, but then so the president will go 2 terms.
Yeah, 2 terms.
So the second year will be 2, or the second term will be 2, or will be the same 3.
It'll be 3, not 2. The first year,
That's
the first
6 years.
3, the second 3.
My man, I think it'll bring a lot of noise. If you get tired doing that thing, anyway, I don't know. He's tired with your president. You're going to get tired with president. Come on, all the accusing fingers. Then you get it made for 3 years.
I mean, 3 years it's not bad to me.
Accusing you. Oh, what did they do? Oh, whatever. I mean, that's like, okay. Yeah. All right, my man. So, I will see you around. Maybe, like I said, we got more time. But I just, when you talk to your parents, sometimes you have to, listen. And this time I'm listening. So let's see what happened. Okay. Thanks for even answering me or sending me the link and protecting me tonight on this show. You didn't bring. I never protected you before. You didn't bring the high guns.
You refuse to speak to my co-host. You still hold that resentment towards her?
When I leave, you can bring her on so you can do the analysis.
She's listening to you. She's watching you.
Yeah, I know. All right, my man. Thank you. Thank you for the time.
All right. That's Fred. He was supposed to come, but he said things that he was supposed to say after calling them, all these people yesterday, that he planned to come and bombard. I mean, people call him, especially the poor mom called him, and then I think so he kind of like heard back and then canceled the show, but then he came to clarify what the reason and all that stuff that he did for making him cancel the show. They continue to live. Our friend Kalu they're bombing why he think Idepua should not be the next president. Does not have the DNA. Vivian right. The man said he ain't got this, DNA. He the one who caused the mastermind in the whole Minnesota issue. Or charcoal. Oh, that was Fred Taru going there. We came for 1 hour, but we spent more than 1 hour. We gotta go. Yeah, so today is 17. 17. Today is 17. Award the BOA. Madam Suaro.
kadezakira pai wankiao unu hazu ye nyamwo dojo mode ezigbo koratina hazu ye nyamwo
1, 2, 3, 20 days.
sakebla etwapo bawa geta tina
23 days. You're going to be having election. In 23 days. 23 days. In 23 days. You'll be coming to Kentucky. I always say Minnesota. One time when I was president, I always say Minnesota because I know my home town. Through almost, I forget what Minnesota. I'm trying to wait for food. And one book. We do 10 minutes. Kowo Janete, aye, no way, Janete.
So, I do you be bring yourself. Madam Sumaro, una boy, you be my bayakwa. Kadezakira by one kiao. Uno hazu ye nyamwo. Dojo mode, ezigbo koratina hazu ye nyamwo. Sakebla etwapo bawa geta tina piyon kunyo sie bai kaino pa o sa bai yo se no wo dibe nyamu nyonwo ena nyonwo ena nyonwo dibe nyamu ma bajra gwa o
Who the message? One bajra gweo. It's dog mu ya. You know what dog do? Ooh.
Yeah, that's a nice music.
You know what the man called dog?
I think I think that one I will pass.
Bajra gweo. The man say going to market dog or market boo.
Oh, okay.
How you call dog? How you call market in Gobble?
Come on out.
Oh man, boo man. You don't know how to speak Chin too, boo.
Yeah, but that's how we got it. But yeah, you guys have a good program.
I wanted to bring you on when Fred was here, but I didn't want to clash.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to clash, so I said no. Let me take Fred up before I bring Boo.
Yeah, I mean we serve our time, we serve our people. It is time now for us to promote unity so that we can bring our people together. I think that's the focus. That should be the basis of every conversation we should have, going forward to the convention.
Mm-hmm.
Have to be able to, as common, to encourage our people, Kentucky. There are some people you have not met, since 2000, 2001, 2002. And, at the convention, we meet and then we, share ideas.
But you think Fred will bringing up peace? About what he wrote about they don't have peace in her DNA?
I was off and on, so I didn't really grasp the whole thing because I was doing something. I was very busy. But the focus of this whole thing, I think, appearing on these media, social media, is to make sure that we encourage peace and unity among our people. Because the more we come together, the more we can be able to, address some of the serious problems within our union. Some of the problems, especially people are not really getting the benefit of the, you know, people got different problems. It could be immigration, it could be jobs, it could be insurance, it could be sickness, death related issues. So those are issues we really need to tackle. And the way we can tackle them, we have to bring the people together. It doesn't matter whether you come from GGAD, 60 born, 70 born, whatever. We have to encourage the people. So as future leaders, common leaders, we need to bring these people together. We need to make sure that people come on the table and be able to unite as one people. I think with that, it will be the main thing. That should be the main thing of common leaders, to bring people together, not castigating or undermining or I mean demeaning other people. So basically, that's my focus, and I also call upon most of our friends, our brothers, our sisters to do the same thing, to bring people together. I think that's the main thing. It doesn't matter who you voting for. Okay. I he does Gilmore, Octavius. I mean, we all, it doesn't matter who you endorse. We are all Grandians. If we meet, we shake hands and all that stuff. So basically, I think we should, promote peace. We should promote unity. And with that we can be able to, move forward.
Hmm.
So that's my whole focus. I'm not sure where we're addressing tonight, but when I listened to you, I think the last I came on the last minute when you were talking about, watching the Yami video at a place in Jalatown and talking about Chien Manson and Chien Menyen. Yeah, so basically, my old man used to be the paramount chief for Chien Manson. So they got a Chien Menyen too. So basically, those are the two sections within the Chien Kana Gobble. Because they always say Chien Kana Gobble. So my old man used to be the paramount chief for Chien Mansion, Gobble Clan, Chien Cheatham, Grand Jita County. I still remember that. 'Cause I used to go for vacation back in Zwedru in Grand Jita, and we went to all the villages to meet those people, to meet the old people, you know, all those people. And it was a very good time. I was a kid that time. So, I mean, our people, they like, after the war, it just brought a lot of disintegration. But our people, they like each other. They are very united. It just after this war thing and people just started, doing a lot of stuff. But I mean, it's not late. We the young people we're supposed to preach unity. And even though we can preach unity, but if somebody doing wrong, we got to tell them. Okay, not because we're preaching unity and peace, and then when somebody do wrong, then we'll just, continue to embrace the person and say, oh, the person because he's my son, so he did this, so we must just cover him. No, the son, if the son do wrong, you have to tell him. And he said, what you did is wrong. You see, if we continue to do that, I think that would be good for the community. Because at the end of the day, tomorrow we'll go home and people look up to us. You see, we in America here, people look up to us for most of the stuff. So we have to be the role models
Hmm.
that people look up to. But if we condone corruption in our midst, it will not be good. I mean, look at the saga in Minnesota. What we need to do is to put these guys together. Look, you guys are one. Bobby Tory, Floyd George, you guys are one. You all need to sit down and be able to solve the problem. We can't come from outside and meddle into the problem. If and they bring somebody and say, okay, this is the person we want, then we outside will accept it. But the community there have to solve their own problem. You see, so we can't, be outside and be, I mean, interfering in the people thing. Except when they call us, yes, then we can go there. So that's my own, preference.
Yeah, but the president says she set up some committee to go investigate.
Yeah, because they wrote the president and they wrote the board, and the board what transfer it to the president. So that's the protocol.
Yeah,
So
so I mean, we talked on it the other day with Floyd,
mhm.
and since you've been a former board chairman, can you tell us how things like that are done?
Yeah, I remember we had an instant where you have Mr. Telezion, who was canvas on president of the Pennsylvania chapter, along with your man, what's his name? Uh,
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, near yellow. So they wrote the board at the time with the chairman of the board. So what I did was that I said, look, I forward it back to the local board. That time, old man, may his soul rest in peace, Mr. Quay. Yeah, Mr. Quay was the
I thought for
Atakwe, yeah. So I refer it to him. So I said the local board has to make a decision because that's how the board rule says. So if they have problem, the membership, if they have problem, they address it with the local board. If the local board cannot address it, then they what? They forward it to the what? National administration. And the national board is the next. If the national board cannot do it, then it goes to what? The national conference. Because the national conference is the last decision making body of the organization. So it has to go through that procedure. First, membership, the local board, the national administration, and then what? The national board. If the national board cannot, address it, then it goes to the what? To the national conference. The national conference is the last decision making body of the Grand Chile Association. And that's how, the organization has been running. And the constitution clearly states all those things I just kind of enumerated. So I think the board did the right thing by, sending it back, but they would have sent it back to the local board.
but they don't have a local board.
Okay, so if they don't have local board, then you go to what? The national administration. So I hope that they will be able to get together, those guys in Minnesota, and there's so many there. I mean, you got good, well-educated, Grandians that live in Minnesota. They can get together and be able to address the problem. I really respect them, and I think they will solve their problem, harmoniously. Because they've been having problems for a long time, starting from.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that
You know,
they can.
long time, 2016, 2017.
Okay, I mean, today is a very nice young man. The same, Floyd George is a nice guy too. I have very good, cordial communication with both of them, and I hope that we'll keep talking to them so they can come together and prevail, and unity prevail in that particular place, because we don't want to divide the people. We want the people to be together. The more we come together, the better we can be able to solve our problems as Grandians. But there's the issue of backsliding and that kind of thing. It's not going to help.
That's good.
Yeah, so I think we should continue on that. We should be able to call our brothers and talk to them and say, "Look, gentlemen, Grandida is bigger than individual. Y'all need to come together." What happened in the past happens. Like, for example, what happened with me, Boo only taking drastic decision on the board, we passed that. I'm not going to go revisit those things. People can say whatever they want to say, but the decision have been made. Whether you talk about, hey, whether Boo did this or Boo did that, the decisions were made. Okay, we passed that. We're moving forward. You see, we have to move forward. You see, so we have to bring the people together. Okay, if anybody wins at the end of the day, you have to bring people together to be able to raise money.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the basis. The organization is a membership-based organization. So you don't want to divide people. Bring people together. Whether you voting for Idepo or you voting for Octavius Gilmore, let comes together. But let's do the right thing. If you don't follow the rules, the person who's there to make sure you follow the rule, they follow the rules. So I mean, we have to make sure that we set the rules, we set the premise, and let people get together and be able to obey rules.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not here to force. I mean, we are the largest group of Liberian association in the Americas. I mean, if you look at the Grand Gina, if you really do enumeration, if you do body, the number of people from Grand Gina in the United States, we are the largest, and we can do a lot. Currently now, they said that the role almost in Tapeta, and sooner or later, maybe by next year time like this, the paved road might reach Retro. And somehow we can take our little old pickup, then we take it, and from Monrovia in the evening, weekend, Friday, we'll go, I can go and park my pickup in Solo Town.
Hmm.
do my little stuff, you know. So I mean, we need to bring our people together, Prince. And I really admire you. You know, with the program, I always encourage you. I mean, some people can take different lines, but you promote your culture. You see, we can't allow our culture to die. I remember when you went to Israel, you're telling me the little beginner, when you meet them on the ground, you try to speak English to them, they're speaking, it's crying to them, they're speaking English to you.
Yeah.
You see, I mean,
Everybody speaking English in the place. I thought I was gonna go to Israel and eat meat. I read that people cooking fish oil in the restaurant.
look at that kind of thing. Imagine. And you know, I live in Kenya. You know, I was lucky. I had, you know, scholarship. I was able to go to Nairobi. I was in Kenya.
Something going on with who's
I think
internet.
calling me. Yeah. So I was very blessed to have had scholarship. I left the country when the war started. So I was in Kenya and I saw, you know, for the first time, I see people speaking their language proudly. You know, I mean, in the schools, you know, you see the guy there, you see a Luo guy speaking Luo. You see a Kikuyu speaking Kikuyu. You see a Kisi guy speaking Kisi. Huh?
Oh, they get kissy over there?
Oh, yeah, they got Kisi in Kenya. Then you see the Kalenjins. You see, so you see the poor proudly speak their language. It doesn't mean anything. They don't call them tribalists. No. The same thing when I went to Botswana, where I was teaching in South Africa. The people speak their Setswana. You see, in Zimbabwe, the people speak their Ndebele. You see, so I mean, we should be, you know, we should be proud of where we come from. It's not tribalism. And I was talking about my friend Winfrey Russell from Lower Grand Gita, you know, and you know, I told him you should be proud of where you come from.
Who?
Winfrey Russell.
Oh, Winfrey Russell, Congo man.
That man, I'm gonna go about it. He came from, he came from that end. So you know, those are some of the things. So we should be proud of where we come
Man,
from.
a former Grandian.
Yeah, man, like, not from what the best agree. Oh yeah, they got their own county
They
now.
got a own clear now, so he's a former Grandian.
Because you know the guys took two districts from. Oh, can you imagine? They separated Grand Gita. Grand Gita would have been a county with a lot of people. The same way they're celebrating Nimba now. We got Webo district were taken away from us. We got Bayport district taken away from us. We have, I think, about 4 or 5. Okay, right now we got Kunebo, we got Bazan, and we got what? Chen district. So we have Webo, and then we have Bayport district. So we would have 5 districts. So imagine with the 5 districts, you know how many people would have had in terms of voter registration? So our politics when Charles,
So Winfrey Russell from River G.
yeah, I mean from yeah. So these are
Where you know him from?
the man with New York from Monroe, man. You know,
In Cathedral.
I went to he attended school in Nimba. Yeah, but basically the guy, you know, the politics, they were, he
Why
was.
you always say he Congo man?
I mean, you know, a lot of people do
I
that.
work with a man, live brother, they call Tony. He always claimed to be Congo.
No,
Tony Russell.
we're not Congo. So those are some of the things we're talking about, Prince. So
So what your take on Fred's endorsement and then saying they don't have peace in your DNA?
no man, I think those things they are just talking points. You know,
But everybody endorsed their candidate. He got
those,
uh, all these
those-
people endorsing people, but Fred endorsed and then he said that everybody came on him.
yeah, I call those talking points. Um, Eden from the beginning, Eden had no, you know, bad. She doesn't have no ill will against anybody. When you to won, Eden presented $1,000 to Yubote. How many people can do that? Somebody defeat you, and then you give the person $1,000. Can you believe that?
Yibote says she had to do it because the money left over.
Oh, but I mean, she doesn't have to do it. It was not compulsory that she does that. I mean, she just, you know, it was a goodwill. She did it, you know, it's a goodwill. So you should appreciate that. Somebody do it to you. That means to say she has no ill will. She's a good person. Okay? I mean, if you don't want to vote for the woman, you can say that. But you can't say the woman does not stand for peace. No. Then later, you know, with the court cases we had, she's told the lawyer that we should what? We should forget about the kids. You see? So to show to you that this lady had no ill will against anybody. You see? So we shouldn't, politicize this thing because we can, we want to bring our people together. We want a lot of Grenadians to converge in Louisville. Just
Yeah,
in
this will be the first time you're meeting Fred Graham.
Huh?
You're gonna meet Fred Graham here in Louisville.
Oh no, we met when the old man passed away, man. So rest in peace, old man Sewer Bones. I went there in New Jersey. We met, we shake hands, we talk, I met Menye, all those guys. I had no ill will against anybody. I call these guys, I talk to them. You see? Those things that we did, it's past. We have to move on. You see? We can be talking about the whole thing that passed. We gotta move on. That the young generation now, Prince, you guys.
Where your take on what he just said about you suppressing other people on the board during the voting process of removing?
Oh, Ainsley had a audio. Let him
Yeah,
bring.
you watched the tape. You watched the conversation with him.
When you were saying that,
Well, we're just talking about the audio. So you heard him say that.
I said, it just make me laugh because I mean, if you listen to it, Prince, I was very, very transparent with everything I did.
The man said you suppressed Uriah Sean, the likes of Uriah Sean.
Uriah Stone voted. Uriah Stone told us that Fred are his brother. Even if Fred does wrong, he will back Fred, and we respect him for that. Yeah, we respect him for that.
He actually said I in a meeting.
I mean, he's still a bully. You see, that his brother. He's a brother's keeper. That's what he said. So we don't have anything against him. And everybody that voted, they all signature the document. Yeah, the signature, the document, they send their signature, and their signature apply to that letter of impeachment. So I didn't see anything that Bouillon did. Bouillon didn't even vote. If there's when there's some irregularity, or if there's a shortfall somewhere, then Bouillon can to break the tie. But there was nothing like breaking tie. So
You
it
see,
was,
you're pressing it to someone. It's not Uriah vote. Yeah, if you are book. Well, other people.
in fact, I think it was Leroy Bedell. He was the general secretary for the board. He was handling the how do you call it, the whole conference. So how Bouillon would kind of start muting people? Huh? I can't mute people. The people decides. Allow people to speak, for people to talk. You see? So if you look
Is that
at
a letter?
huh?
Is that a letter?
What the I don't see it. I can see it. Hold on.
The letter here is VC attached copies of the investigative reports and findings of the Budget and Finance Committee and the Constitution, Rules, and Ethics Committee of the National Board of Directors. And also, please see attached a copy of the board's voting records of January 4th, 2017. Truly yours, said Leroy Bellett, National Secretary, David Cow, Co-Chairman, Eric Cohn, Committee Chair, and then you got Isaac Bouillon, Chairman, National Board. Those who voted to remove Fred, the names are on the top of the list.
Wow, it's good that you kept that record. I mean, those things that happened way 2017. Can you imagine? Huh? Everything was recorded. So is it Bouillon alone? Look at all those people's names out there. So it's you can't put that thing on Bouillon. Is it? So those are some of the things we're talking about. So I mean, we passed that. Let's move forward. Fred is our brother. Whatever happened. Nobody is perfect. Bouillon is not perfect. I make my own mistakes. Fred made his me hand. We can bring our daily clothes again. Start forward.
The writing so small.
Yeah,
I don't know how you printed it. I don't know how you you submitted a letter with a small or titty belly. It's Leroy belly.
yeah,
Bede.
yeah,
It's
Leroy
not better, it's better.
Bell. Okay, but that's how you spell it, Bell. Oh, yeah, in Kunabo is it there? Yeah,
I'm not CV man to be speaking CV on my Kunamo name.
but you know when
You think I come to out of Jeremiah show? Look at me, Durbird.
when you look at the consonants and the vowels, okay, Bell there. Okay, but
The man is better.
yeah, okay, better. Okay, let's pronounce it the Kunabo way better.
Yeah. And all those people who signed it, their signatures are here, but it's so small signatures and the names chapter.
Yeah,
And
I'll send you the real document. I can pull it up from my computer.
but that time you were voting. Do you have the recording?
Yeah, I should have the recording. Yeah,
He sent it to me. Fred said he got it.
yeah, I got it too.
He said you suppressed people that night. So we got to take a day and talk about it. That people were not suppressed.
So if I suppress people, you think they will sign their name, the document?
No. You write a sign?
Yeah, Uriah name was there. He said no. Look at the list.
Uriah said he did not vote.
I don't know what there,
but did Uriah really say that his friend is his brother? So he's wherever he's. He said that.
Is that what it meant, sir?
Oh, Jesus Christ! Who sent him? Our chapter sent him there. He talking brother thing.
Guys, I mean, but you know, as I stated, I don't like to go back to the old thing. You know, I don't move forward. I don't move. We can't be, you know.
I mean, boo, those are historical things.
Yeah, I know.
Those are part of our history now. We gotta go there. I just pulled a whole list of your the record here where you sign here.
Yeah.
Boo unit sign. He's the board of director. It was Eric Cohn, chairman, rules, ethics, and constitution committee.
Yep.
And David Cowell, co-chairman, national board of director. Leroy Bede, national secretary, national board of director. These are the names of those who signed. You guys were 20, I think 30, yeah?
Yeah, 30 board members. Can you imagine the number of board members?
30 board members.
Can you imagine that the number of board members we got?
I tell you immediately to remove Fred.
And the good thing is that the board was kind of, you know, represented. We had all three districts represented. You got people like Columbus Zina from Boston district. We got Leroy Bell there from Kunabo district. Then we have Irekon from Tien district.
District.
So all the districts were represented. You see it? So these are some of the things. You see the history. So it's good to always document. I always tell people, if you don't document, it never.
But when I brought what a guy here, Jeremiah Shaw, he thought I know how to check. When I saw him, he said, "Oh, you get it?" I said, "The checks are here. They are plenty here. You want to see how I'll put them up here for you to see them tonight."
Prince, if you look at that document, the Constitution was quoted many times on that document. Yeah, the Constitution was quoted. So everything has to go with the Constitution. We never did anything bad. Even when Senator
the people here, Senator what name? Gay, Alfonso Gay.
The United States, your man went to me and complained. So he said, I hear all your complaint about Boo Yonley, but I trust Boo. I know Boo Yonley very well. That man got all the documents, anything that happened. If I call Boo Yonley, just now he'll pick up the phone and send me everything that happened. And for truth, when the man called me, I sent you all the documents. He said, yes, these are all the documents Boo Yonley just sent me. Over 500 pages. You see? So Boo Yonley is not against anybody. He's just going straight to the letter. That's it.
Will you feel comfortable sharing the platform with Fred one of these days?
Oh yeah, I don't have a problem, but so long it will be a cordial. I don't want to go.
And nobody will be attacking on the print double show you now.
Yeah, for me, I'm for peace and unity. I don't want to go on.
Will we see Boo in Kentucky voting?
Huh?
Will we see Boo in Kentucky voting?
Oh yeah, I'll be there. My name is on the list. You saw it.
I know you voted. You endorsed Edith.
Yeah.
You switched it, or you still staying with it?
Oh, I stand with it 100%. I think Edith right now she has the She has everything that a president, a president of our association, she will carry on the tradition. She'll be, since she's been there, she has not done anything wrong. The woman have, she was able to accumulated a certain amount of money, which of course I think almost, I don't know how much, about almost 40,000 or 30,000, something like that.
Now we got 51,000 in our account.
Can you imagine that? That's a lot of money. And the people talking about, oh, why they can't spend the money? You have to have a plan. You can't just spend money like that. Tell me, Prince, if you get your salary, you just go to Walmart and just spend everything. And you have to come home and plan to buy your groceries. Okay. So people money, you have to plan. You have to talk to the people who own the money and say, look, people, this is our platform. This is what we want to do. Why you think about this? You can't just go about and start spending people money. So I think I agree with Ida on that. Save the money and then negotiate with the people. Look at your platform and see what kind of program you got to carry on. In the United States, that's why most of the people not coming to these things. We have to prioritize the people. What the people of Iowa need. Okay, the people there who got a lot of old people. Okay, we need to come up with a program to service the old people. Like on the weekend, we can carry them some things, the basic thing that the old people need. Okay, we have a lot of young people who are graduating from high school, graduating from college. How do we help them to get a job? We have a lot of young women that are having kids. How do we help these people to have child care? You see, and every city has programs that can help. So if Grand Unity Association introduce this kind of thing, the city corporation can help Grand Unity Association. We got our 501c3, and we can use that to help the community. You see that? And when you start helping community, you'll see more people start getting involved. Because people don't see the reason why they should be part of Grand Unity Association. And that's the problem we have in Florida. The last time when they came in Florida, when they had a convention, they promised a lot of stuff. You see? And the people were very annoyed when they left because they didn't get part of the share. And the people who were leaders, they didn't tell the people how much the national administration gave the local administration of Florida. And a lot of people are still annoyed. That's why they don't want to be part of Grand Unity Association, a lot of them. But we are still talking to them, trying to convince them. You see, I used to pay for Florida all the time from my own pocket. You see, so some of the things we have to do, we have a lot of work to do. We the old people, we the people who served before, including your Matthew McCollin, Fred Guian, Menyé, all the past leader, Henry Glade, okay, Boto, Mr. Nyano. We need to, preach unity
Unity and peace.
and peace, and try to encourage the young people to come in. Otherwise,
Yeah.
he's ready stepping up. He's stepping up, right? Trying to encourage people to come around. You see, if we have a lot of young people that doing Nyano like you, Prince, it's a good thing you're doing. This particular platform you open is very good. Our people have somewhere to go and hear their language. People speaking Chien, people speaking Bazo, people speaking Kunabo, and people feel proud. Like that old man, Etokwe, the last time she was speaking in Kunabo, I was so proud. And she speaking very fluently.
Yeah.
Without even, using, some English words. You see? And people like that kind of thing. We should have that kind of platform. We should promote our ethnicity and, make it diverse. You see? We're not ethnocentric, but we're proud of where we come.
Yeah.
You know,
But your phone, what's wrong with your thing? Is your voice going back?
is my voice going back?
I think it's okay now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we should promote, I know most people don't like what I'm saying tonight because some people don't like to hear about unity and peace and that kind of thing. People want people to argue. The other person causing the other person saying all kinds of things about the other person. We shouldn't do that. You see, we shouldn't be doing that. We should encourage people to come in. See? You come to Louisville. Let's try to beat them. We whoever win, let's support the person.
Yeah.
If you win tomorrow, you will need the same people to what? To collect money. You need the same people to raise money. So whoever become the leader, who is a leader, you have to encourage people to come. Let people come. Whoever you vote for, that's your thing. You can promote your candidate. Okay. I can come here and eat it. I said, look, y'all vote for Edith. But this is what I think about Edith. And one of the things I remember about Edith is a person. I remember when we had the convention in 2017 in what a place called in Ohio. What is the city we had this convention?
Cleveland.
Huh?
Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland. Okay, Cleveland. We had a convention in Cleveland. I had to go to that place early. I went there, I think Wednesday or Tuesday. And, because I was not too sure, because that time we were fighting, we have a little thing going. Look, I issued almost two injunctions. And I won all the injunctions. The young men didn't want us to have the convention. So we went to the court, and the court, make our issue prevail. And that's the election that your man Menye won. We make sure it was very transparent. You have your man L.A. Yala. We got the other guy, what's his name?
Dog
Bear. Yeah. And we had these two police ladies was there. They were standing right. I said, no, in the room. The same thing we had in Phoenix. In Phoenix, Arizona, they had to go in the room to count the ballots. And they after that, they take it to another room again. And people have to leave before they even announce the results. You see, we don't want to have that same thing.
But all of you now in the making.
So we don't want those type of stuff. I don't mind in the future to become an election commissioner because I want to make sure that everything is fair. If somebody comes vote, let their voice be heard. Even people money. You collect the people money right to the door. After everything, you announce to the people how much you collected. You see, that's what we call transparency. That's what we call accountability.
Okay, Mr. Yuri, I will have you on one of these days to explain these things.
Yeah.
We've gone 2 hours now. Was already spent 1 hour on 2 hours. We will be here all the time. We'll have these debates. We'll discuss this issue to make our community better.
Yeah, but unity, and that's what we should be focusing on. Not Octavio did this, Idepoa did this. No, let bring the people together. Let them come to Louisville and vote. Whoever you're voting for, you promote your candidate. You can't vouch for your candidate. Don't talk the ill will of anybody. Okay, let all be peaceful. We are one people. Yeah, thank you, man.
All right. Abu, the former board chairman of the Grand Gita community. That guy been around for a long time. So he wanted to come in and tell us a little bit his experience and all that stuff with the GGA board. So we gotta go, ladies and gentlemen. Bye. Good night.